Today on the Dad the Best I Can show.
A tip that came to mind when you asked me this was all about helping the kids who are struggling to get started, and particularly with writing. We have this term, writer's block, which I think is a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. But with technology today, there's what I think a pretty good fix for that. And the fact is, very few kids have talker's block. If you ask them about a topic they love or something they hate, they're going to tell you, give you an opinion.
Welcome to the Dad the Best I Can show. My name is Rob Roseman. Who wants to be a millionaire legend? Chicago futures trader, Vegas poker pro. Now I'm a dad to 3 kids, ages 7, 5, and 1. Phew! Wears me out just thinking about it. Each week we're bringing on high-performing dads like you, entrepreneurs like Jesse Itzler, CEOs like David Cancel from Drift.com, athletes like Ken Rideout, best-selling children's authors like Zach Bush, to tell us your stories, your dad tips and tricks to help all of us make it through dad life. We have a brand new website over at dadthebestican.com. Go on over to dadthebestican.com and sign up with your email. It's 100% free, of course. And be the first to hear brand new dad guests and get weekly 2-minute dad tips in your inbox. How else are you going to keep up with the roller coaster that is dad life? So stop what you're doing, unless you're driving. Take 5 seconds, go over to dadthebestican.com and sign up now. All right, welcome to the Dad the Best I Can show. We are lucky to be joined by Gerard Dawson. Gerard, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Rob. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, yes. Where are you calling in from?
I am in New Jersey, where I'm a public school teacher. I teach high school here in New Jersey, so that's where I'm talking to you from today.
So you snuck outside the class, or what?
Well, I don't want to make it seem like I'm ditching my responsibilities. I have an assigned break, my lunch actually now, so just talking to you through lunchtime.
Nice. So you are a teacher, a writer. You're also a dad. How old are your kids now?
I have 2 boys. My older son, Gerard, my namesake, the fourth. he's going to be 4 in a couple weeks, and my younger son, Peter, is he's 1, so he's about going to be a year and a half soon.
Oh, that year and a half. I have a year and a half year old daughter. I forgot. That's a challenging age because they know what they want, but they can't fully express it. So I'm learning. I forgot all about this. It's funny how that works.
Yeah, my wife and I have a ongoing joke where I check my phone during my lunch break, and if there's 1 or 2 texts, like maybe just a picture or something, then I know it's a good day. And if there's 13 messages of her having to express all of the the troubles she's going through, then I know it's been a rough day. So yeah, a year and a half can be rough.
I know, it's funny. My wife was out of town for work this past couple nights, and she wrote me, "How's it going?" And I probably started ranting, typing, and I just I stared at it, and I'm like, she doesn't need to hear this. I deleted it, and I just typed okay. And I was like, that's better for the both of us, right?
Yeah, good choice.
Yes, it's constantly right. Yeah, if she could know what that ... was actually typing, she might not be as comfortable leaving me home with these kids. So Gerard, you and I met in Nev Medora's copywriting course. Nev's awesome. I'm glad we connected through that.
Yeah, that was cool. It's been interesting to see how some of our interests and projects have aligned between learning to be better at writing and marketing, and then education related stuff, and now with podcasting too. So that's been awesome.
It's a great forum. If anybody is looking to step up their writing game, I highly recommend Nev's course at copywritingcourse.com. It's awesome. So Gerard, you are an expert. You're an English teacher. Do you have any maybe expert tips for other dads out there with kids that are kind of not loving writing, not loving reading, that you can help push them along?
Sure. And maybe somebody just heard the bell for one of the other classes just rang. So keep it real. I am right outside of school. But yeah, the A tip that came to mind when you asked me this was all about helping the kids who are struggling to get started, and particularly with writing. We have this term, writer's block, which I think is a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. But with technology today, there's what I think a pretty good fix for that. And the fact is, very few kids have talker's block. If you ask them about a topic they love or something they hate, they're going to tell you, give you an opinion. And the good thing is that tools now make it extremely easy to record your voice or even transcribe your voice on the fly. So for a teenager or a youngster who loves whatever topic they have or whatever opinion they want to express, but has trouble getting started putting it to writing, use a tool like the voice memo app on the iPhone, or even voice typing on Google Docs, and open that up, hit record, and ask your youngster a question or two to get them to share their opinion. And once they're done, you'll realize they have all of their ideas that they can then transcribe. Or if you're using Google Docs, it's going to actually type it as you're talking. And the only thing you need to do there is to go back and edit and clean it up. So I think that's a tip that anyone who is trying to help a teenager down to, even third or fourth grade get their ideas down on paper is just to start by talking and totally forget about the keyboard or the pencil at first.
Yeah, forget kids. I'm going to borrow that one. I didn't know Google Docs does that. That's amazing, and it's free. And right, I stare at that screen, and it's like daunting, right? Where do you even start? So maybe it is just start talking. And then what's the other thing I read that you always preach is perfection is the enemy. Just get your, spew out whatever thoughts you have, and then worry about editing up later.
Yes. Ultimately, my belief with writing is, brevity. Brevity is the soul of wit, as William Shakespeare said. But so you want to get as much as you can for the first draft and basically as little as you can for the final draft. But, it all starts with getting that first as much as you can. So just using your voice and your that stream of thoughts we have through conversation is a great way to get started, in my experience.
That's awesome. I appreciate it. I will next time we have a book report. I now have a tactic that we can knock this out. So thanks, and I'm going to use it for myself, selfishly, of course. Most of these tips are for me. So thanks, Gerard.
Yeah, sure.
Let's take a quick break for our dad tip of the week, brought to you by Kickstart Reading. Do you have kids between the ages of 3 and 6? I've got 2 boys, and when my older son was going into kindergarten, my wife and I quickly learned that we had no idea how to teach him how to read. We found Kickstart Reading and watched one 2-minute video together, and you could see his confidence take off. Bonus, I felt like Dad of the Year. Here's another dad talking about how Kickstart Reading is helping his boys learn how to read.
Hey there, this is Chris Heller, and I'm a big fan of Kickstart Reading. Each morning before school, I show a video to my 4.5-year-old son, and now his little 2-year-old brother is getting in on the action as well. I'm a big fan of the videos, highly consumable and engaging for young boys. Definite recommend for all parents out there who are looking to get their kids off to the right start with reading. Kickstart Reading.
Go to kickstartreading.com and use the code DAD to get 65% off right now. That's DAD, DAD. See? It works. Kickstartreading.com. Now back to the show. So also, you, as you said, you're a dad to a 4 and 1-year-old, and of course, I have a 6.5, 4.5, and a 1.5-year-old. So again, selfishly, do you have any other dad tips for other dads out there, myself included?
Yeah, when you mentioned this to me, I thought I have to frame it like this. I can only share things that I think I'm working on that maybe other people will relate to. And for me, that is just remembering that just like in teaching, you're constantly modeling for your kids. What are the expectations? What are the standards? What's the right way to do things? I think that really also transfers over to parenting as well. So 2 parts. One, you should realize, and I should remember that at all times we're modeling things for kids. And that's whether we're angry, or we're relaxed, whether we're tired or well rested. Really, at all times, you're showing your kid what's the best way to deal with this situation, or you're showing them what's not the best way. And I've really seen that in my classroom, where when I handle maybe a disruptive student or a technology issue in an intentional, appropriate way, that carries over into the class. But when I lose my patience, say something sarcastic, or get flustered because the projector isn't working, then that's going to also carry over to the class. So I think that really is something that maybe it'll be a tip just to keep this on top of mind for other dad listeners is basically we're teaching kids all the time, whether you think you are or not.
Right. And we're going to slip up, right? But it's right. Recognizing that and just trying to be a little better next time and being okay screwing up, because as parents, we're screwing up constantly. So it is just having awareness of that. Yeah, I was rushing the kids out the door to school, and I knew it was like a little frantic and I should probably tone it down. But, tomorrow we'll work on that.
Yeah, definitely a point to reiterate. In no way am I saying I have that figured out. I just think it's an important thing for me to work on, and I think maybe others will relate to it.
Awesome. Great tips, Gerard. I appreciate it. Where can people learn more about what you're up to?
You can go to, my website is my full name, Gerard, Gerard, Dawson, DAWSON.org. And there you can find any of the writing I've done over the past couple of years, mostly about education, and a couple of my recent podcast episodes too. So that's where you can go.
Yes, Gerard is everywhere. If you're in the ed tech world, check him out. He's writing daily. It's awesome. So appreciate having you on, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks very much, Rob.
Thank you guys for listening to the Dad the Best I Can show. Go take 5 seconds, hop on over to dadthebestican.com and sign up with your email to get weekly updates, dad tips in your mailbox. Get your questions answered on the show. That's dadthebestican.com. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes or Apple Podcasts. Actually, 5 stars. We could do better than that. Brooks? Infinity stars. Cameron? How many stars?
Infinity 1,000.
Infinity 1,000. You got to one-up them in this household. Thanks. See ya.